Hi sis, welcome to Fab Chic Matters. So today this is a different kind of video I'm making. This is a behind the scene of a content creator, and I just wanted to chat with you, hang out with you, and just kind of like, just share what I do and when I'm preparing for a video, for a shooting, and I hope that you enjoy it. So this is outfit of the day. This is like a house dress I purchased, of course I thrifted, and it is so cute. Let me back up to see. So my closet is a mess right now, like I said. You see how nice it is? Ah, this is how I hang out at home. This is my perfect hangout outfit. I love it. I have so many of those chic kimonos and house dresses and muumuus like this, which I love. So I hope you are doing good. Today it's just like a different kind of video. I just filmed. Today is Saturday. I don't work today, so I plan my content around the weekend. Sometimes I actually shoot 2 or 3 videos like on a Saturday to allow me to have more content to edit throughout the week and maybe the next weekend, so I can take a break next weekend. So hopefully that'll give you an idea about what we do when we create content for you guys, for you sis, and also how you can also plan your own life and organize your closet also. So it's just a chat among sis. Right now my closet is a complete mess. Let me pick you up so you can see better. This is how it looks like after I'm done filming. So sis, this is literally what it looks like when I'm done filming. I like to take my pictures and my videos outside, down the street, and this is everything I've been pulling out, trying on. It's something. This is work, I'm telling you. You really have to have the passion to do all this. This is all those cardboards or materials I used to fill in my boots so I can stand straight, because I had to pull out a lot of those boots for the shoots. And yeah, it's just a mess right now. It is a mess. So what I do on this rack, I haven't actually filmed the speaking part yet. I would actually shoot before I do the speaking part. So when I'm planning my content, I'll shoot first, then I will do the speaking part where I explain my thinking process, my styling choices, and what I did. And so right now it's going to be the cleaning up part. This is a lot of work, sis, because I'm trying to maximize my space, and I'm actually really proud of the way I have arranged my closet, because it seems so wide, I think, when you guys see it, but this is literally, if I'm standing here, this is a whole space. You see, this is where I sit down sometimes to film, and this is where you see the mirror and my rack. I just put it right that way against the rack of clothes, and I just make it work. I really want sis to also see it as in, if you want to do something, just do it. Don't wait for something to be perfect. Oh my gosh, I need to clean up my mirror. Lord have mercy. It's a lot of dust sometimes. You see? So you are definitely seeing what content creators don't show you. This is what I do, and then when I'm done, I have to put up everything, because you have to try on a lot of things when it doesn't work, and then to get the right looks that I'm satisfied with, and I have to put up all this to make it look neat and clean again, and film now the speaking portion. So the speaking portion is going to be tonight. I'm going to do that. This is actually faster. Then I insert the try-ons on the side, and also the video clip that you see. So I edit this portion as well. So I hope that you will enjoy hanging out with me during this process, and it should be a lot of fun. It should be very productive, and hopefully you'll be cleaning out your closet and your home as well. Okay, I'm going to start. So I was actually styling, the video I was doing was to style this dress in, I think, 4 different looks. So you should have seen it. I think I'm going to publish it tomorrow, so you will remember this video, this dress, whenever you see it. So I am putting up my Zara leather boots that I used for that video, and I'm going to place it, kind of like categorize every look right there by my rack, because this is what I'm going to be talking about when I present it to you. So it takes a lot of organization, and right now my rack of boots and clothes is just so messy. Everything fell apart, so I have to clean it up as well. This is also a bag that I used for that video, and this is a leather thrifted Wilson's leather bag. Precious, very expensive, and I'm so glad I fitted it. So I actually got those Zara burgundy knee-high boots and leather. I wanted to try them on for that look, but I didn't cut it, so I didn't use it for the shoot. I'm going to go put them right back there where they belong. This is a kimono that fell. I will put it up. Fell on the floor, so I'm telling you, sis, you need to have a passion to do this, what I'm doing right now, because I work full time during the week and this is my time off. But I love what I'm doing, and you guys are so encouraging me. I'm so thankful to have a community that we have, because you sis appreciate what I do. So it's definitely good. I get so many messages that you sis are saying that I inspire you with my my styling, with my fashion. So you bless me a lot, and I really hope that I bless you as well as you bless me. So this is one of the pieces I used for that video. So I'm just going to put all of them on the rack and put up anything that I did not use for the video. So to have some order here, and I'm really making that space work for me. I notice that a lot of times, we wait for everything to be perfect before we start something. Like, oh, it's so easy to be like, I don't have a typical, oh yeah, I used that for that video. This is that, what is that, Eagle? I think it's Eagle shoes, platform boots. I use it for the video, so I'm just going to stuff it so it can keep its shape. Otherwise, this is like a neoprene fabric and kind of like falls flat, not looking good for a video. So I keep all of those wrappers and plastics for such a time as this. So I was saying that a lot of times we wait for everything to be perfect before we start something. Let's say you want to create a YouTube channel. It's easy to think, oh, I don't have the right equipment, I don't have the super duper cameras that everybody else is using, I don't have the studio, I don't have the closet system, the IKEA white closet, dreamy closet we see, all over the place, and to just never start, disqualifying ourselves from just doing something that we love, something that we enjoy, and something that we're passionate about. And who knows what's gonna be one day. And I decided not to wait anymore, to do with what I have, to make do and create a closet that works for me. And hold on here. It doesn't have to look like everybody's closet. We all different. We do with what we got, and we transformed our patio into what it is right now. And I'm so thankful. And that's one key, being thankful for what you have. And one day, you never know, you may even be so successful, you may have to rent an office somewhere. Let's start with what we have. Perfection doesn't exist, and we learn as we go. I tried on this pair of wedges espadrilles as well, but I did not pick that. This is from Zara, leather. So it's going back on the shelves. So what do you think? I feel like this is really sad to see so many dreams, so many things that we could have done even earlier that, we haven't started. Then we keep on finding excuses and just, insecurity, comparing ourselves to other people. I could have done this, like, started 10 years ago. Honestly, sis, I don't know what I was waiting for. I love fashion, and every time I wore these boots for the styling. This is from Nine West. This is not leather, but oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. And the color and the cut is not too high. Oh, and the crack, feeling the texture, this is so nice. So I love these boots. I got them in several different colors. I have a lime green, I have an orange, and you have seen the yellow version. I'll insert the picture with one of my thrifted dress. So this is the Nine West. I've had them for maybe like 3 years or so. Beautiful. So as I was saying, we just keep finding things, faults, Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, when the kids will grow up, which is such a common excuse for us women and caregivers and mothers, unfortunately. We're really missing out windows of opportunity. And I really don't abide by that. I decided, no. When the kids will grow up, guess what? I'll be in a new season of my life, It may not be too late, but I could have been further along. Yes, we can nurture our children. We can be there to support them. We should. And this is our duty as parents and caregivers. But let's not forget about ourselves, our dreams. So many times it's like a cop out from doing what we should be doing, what we know God has put in our hearts, God has given us with talent for. And honestly, if you fail at something, at least you tried. At least you tried. And I decided, no, I do not want to live with regrets. I'm doing it now. And just chase that insecurity, the self-doubt, the what about my family, my friends, if they see me? Whatever, who cares? Who cares, We are put on this earth to fulfill our purpose, and we cannot not shine because of the opinions of other people. And I stopped caring. I was like, this is me right there, This is me. Whatever. And so funny to even think of ourselves, oh, little old me, oh, can I do what the other girls are doing? Oh, they're so brave. Oh, I don't have the education. I don't have the poise, the confidence. I don't have the physique. I don't look like this, like that. Sis, you are unique. You are precious. Just do your thing. Your audience will find you. And this is speaking from somebody right now who is like a mini, tiny micro-influencer. I'm not even up to 1K yet, but I have learned so much through the process. Just be obedient. God has put that in my heart for so long. And everywhere I'll go, just at the grocery store, people will just stop me like, oh, you look beautiful. I'll literally be wearing something like a muumuu. And people will come up to me like, oh, wow, I love your necklace. Sometimes we take it for granted. Like, okay, everybody does it. Everybody knows how to do it. No, there's a specific gift that God has given us. This is our talent, and we bury it. We think this comes natural. It doesn't come natural to everybody. It doesn't. And even, I've been supporting other YouTubers, like fashion influencers, for like over a decade. Just loving it, subscribing, commenting, liking. I'm an encourager at heart. I love seeing people pushing through and just giving me joy, and I like to also encourage them. And my husband used to tell me, babe, you can even do better than most people. You have something in you. And I was like, oh, I know you think so. Sis, let me tell you. And then I really, really started praying about, our lives, our mission on earth, and, especially the parable of the talents. And I'm like, Lord, am I bearing the talents that you have given me? We keep telling our kids the sky is the limit, don't limit yourself, don't self doubt, we need to boost the self esteem. But are we actually reaching for the sky as well? Are we ourselves as adults? Or are we hiding in, honestly, sometimes we're hiding in jobs when God has told you you're supposed to create your business, you're supposed to get your own thing going, at least on the side, and you never know how it can blow up one day. You do your part and God will do His. But we're like, well, we're kind of shaking our boots. And how do you stop fear to prevent you from evolving and leveling up? It's by action. You don't want to be stuck in that analysis paralysis and think, little oh me, but if this doesn't add up, that doesn't add up. Oh no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. Sis, we're not promised tomorrow. We are not. You are ready. Just do it. Just do it. Isn't that the slogan for Nike? Just do it. All those people out there, successful, brilliant at what they do, they have started somewhere at the bottom. Every content creator has started at subscriber 0. Then let me tell you, sis, you start enlisting all of your friends, your family to subscribe to your channel. And I'll tell you a secret. You create yourself multiple Gmail addresses. You can subscribe to yourself. I had like 7 Gmail emails, and I'll just go and watch my own videos, change, switch accounts, like my own videos. Was I commenting? Maybe here and there, but liking my own videos, watching, using my kids' email. And then now I don't have to do it anymore. I don't. It's so funny how, you start from the ground up and people start just subscribing, and you're like, my first video. And that's the thing, when you look back, you're like, wow, it's not that. Even right now, I'll look hopefully in 5 years time and I'll be like, wow, I remember when I was like in that tiny studio when I started. And yeah, this is life. You learn, so let's beat that monster, that I call it the sin of perfectionism. And you learn as you grow, you learn as you go. And now I started seeing my videos, like complete strangers who just encourage me and leave me comments and subscribing. I'm like, 12 subscribers? People actually seeing me in the whole wide world? It's just like, I don't know, sometimes we feel so little of ourselves. And I realize, I'm like, my goodness, Lord, like, there's something here that, I've been burying for so many years. And I'm just so glad to be able to express myself. And of course, you're going to have people who won't like what you do. It's okay. You cannot please everybody, sis. I think this is also what I was kind of like dreading, being out there, public, on the public platform. I was like, oh, people are so mean, For me, if you don't like what I do or something, just leave. There are zillions of YouTube channels out there, zillions of videos, and I never actually leave a mean comments under anybody's video. It's not necessary. If I don't have anything nice to say, I just leave. I click out. And if I don't agree with what you're saying, it's okay. I move on. I could maybe respectfully let you know, oh, I think this is, blah, blah, blah. But I won't go and attack you and be so mean in the comments and condescending. And it's also a heart issue. I don't think it's necessary to be mean to somebody. So this is WhatsApp. And then I started like getting better at what lighting I need. and just improving my whole, even my presentation, using my camera. And that's one thing, sis. So many times we feel like we need to have such an expensive camera. I am filming with an Android phone. I am still filming with an Android phone. Yes, granted, this is like, it's a little bit more expensive. I think it was like $600. Um, it's similar to an iPhone, but it's an Android phone, and my husband got it, I think, online straight from China. So it has good quality. I really like it. And I look so many content creators, and I'm like, wow, the camera is so clear. And I could afford those cameras right now, but I'm like, no. I need to reach 1K subscribers to start investing in a good camera. Like for me, for now, it's fine for me. There's a time for everything. You see what I mean? So I'm just filming still with my camera. So it's so many times we feel like, oh, it's got to be perfect. I don't have a perfect equipment. I don't have the space. If you watch my first videos 2 years ago, I actually started back in 2020. Yeah, after COVID hit, and I'm like, I think a lot of people, most people actually starting realizing that, wow, this world is going crazy, and let's just get things going. We only live once. I feel like it really hit everybody because nobody could hide. It was a worldwide, issue, sanitary issue, health issue. So then I started filming. And when I started filming, what was I going with that story again? I forgot. What was I saying? Can't even remember. That, start with what you have. It doesn't have to be perfect, the perfect setting, perfect lighting. I did not even know how to edit my videos. I was so intimidated by the process. I'm not really a techie person, and my husband was the one actually shooting me and editing my first videos. And one day, I mean, he's busy, he works too, and I was like, man, if he's not available, if he's busy, I cannot produce videos. I need to be kind of self-reliant on those things. And I started editing, and it just came from there. And I started getting better and better. And I'm like, oh, and learning. Oh, I forgot to do that. Next time I can add this section. Next time I can use this transition. So everything started coming together like this. And I'm like, it's not actually too crazy. It's just practice. Practice makes it perfect. So also to let you know, don't be intimidated by so many things. Start where you are. You're going to learn. You have to do your research. You have to watch what other people are doing and be inspired by it, but don't copy anybody else. That's definitely another advice. I get inspired by other content creators. I watch a lot of YouTube fashion creators, and also in the retail space, and also in the thrifters arena. That's it. That's even like thrifters arena. Sometimes my French and English I literally translate what I want to say in English. But anyways, I think you get it. So I was like, I'm not really into luxury like that. I don't know. For me, it doesn't, just because I'm wearing somebody's name doesn't mean I have style, if it makes sense. And I don't not that everybody who likes luxury doesn't have style, but I don't know how to explain it better. A lot of times, a lot of us actually invest in luxury to have a sense of self-worth. And this is where it gets dangerous. Because I'm wearing somebody's name doesn't mean that now I am somebody. Look at me, I have a Chanel bag. I don't feel in those terms. This is a void that a lot of people are trying to fill with so much luxury. And it's sad. It's sad to me. For me, having style is about, how to accessorize things, how to know yourself first, your body, what you like, your style aesthetic, and then build from there, adding accessories, adding different pieces that will make you look your best and also feel confidence. Fashion comes and goes, fashion comes and goes, all those trends, and they come and they go, but style stays with you. And you can give me something, and I'm always trying to make it more authentic to my style. I don't dress like most people on YouTube. I really don't. And a lot of them don't have my aesthetic, and it's okay. We are different, right? But I feel like for me, I love to also add elements of my culture. I am African. I love to draw also from other cultures. I love Asian. I love Middle Eastern. I love, some pieces from Europe and vintage. And, I love a mix of all that. I feel like I don't know, it makes it more interesting, more fun, more versatile. Then, yeah, I love my prints, my Ankara, my African fabric, my scarves. I have an afro. So I love my artisanal jewelry, African. So I'm not necessarily everybody's cup of tea, which is okay. But this is who I am. I'm not going to dilute, to conform. It doesn't make sense. So that's what I was saying, that you won't please everybody, and it's okay. Your tribe will find you. And a lot of content creators have been saying that in videos I've watched, and now I get it. And you may not grow as rapidly as other people. It's okay. Says I'll see people starting the channel, and 5 months later they're like 2,000 subscribers, they're monetized. I'm like, what happened? I have learned it's okay. We're not competing against other people. I feel like we're competing against ourselves. And what is for you is going to be for you. I've really learned to just stay the course, and stay in my lane, and whatever God said is for me is going to be for me. And a lot of people have like a real ascendance, like a fast one, and then they stagnate kind of, and then they may not even really grow after that. And other people, just grow slowly but surely, and then they just blow up. And you never know who's going to see your video one day, what video is going to really show you to the world. But I feel like we need more authenticity in this world, especially in the fashion content creation world. I feel like everybody's looking like a carbon copy of each other these days. Yes, I do Zara hauls and everything, but I'm always trying to add pieces and mix and match things to make it look original, if I can say that, and different. So yeah, you can be inspired by other people, but don't copy other people. So now I have to put up all of my gloves and yeah, accessories back into that band. I'm not even sure how to call it, but this is such a nice piece. What was I saying? Okay, I was talking about copying other people, that we can get inspired but not copy them, because we are all different. And be creative. God gave us creativity for a reason. And what I see is that I don't see a lot of creativity in the fashion content space. And I also want my my videos to look like an experience. I love art, I love movies, I love dramatics, so that's why you can tell I love adding music and dramatic pauses, and it's just part of me. I could have been an actress, thinking about it. But you don't really see that in YouTube. And this is what I want to bring. And I feel like so many of you sis have commented that videos look like a fashion show, and this is literally what I'm going for. And I'm so glad that I'm able to capture that you guys can actually see it. I love, that space where you can be creative and add fantasy. And for me, this is definitely mission accomplished. Life has sometimes gotten us so jaded, that we are so comfortable in our comfort zone now, and we're fearful to take risks, and go after our dreams. So, or sometimes we may feel like, oh, the space is already taken. There are so many people already doing what I want to do. Sis, there may be a lot of people doing what you want to do. It doesn't mean that they'll do it the way that you are called to do it. This is just part of it as well. We are all unique and we have different takes on different things. So let me pop you up here so I can put up my shoes now. Okay, so now I need to push this rack and put up the shoes. The shoe fell from down there. I have to be creative and come up with ways to still make it happen. Yeah, you can hear shoes falling. So yeah, it is a mess. It's a matter of priorities. I need to make time. There are just so many shoes that I haven't worn in so long, and I have all these 9 West pumps. I was in a 9 West craze for a while here, so I bought a lot of pumps. This was part of my video not long ago. Oh, I love this color. Beautiful. One day I need to make a video where I'm going to be opening all these boxes, because sometimes you forget what you have because you haven't seen it in so long. This is a pair I thrifted. I don't know if you'll see it that way, but it's Agnè Lou, handmade in Italy. Oh, gorgeous pair. It really gives me like vintage vibes. Thrifted it. I believe this is in Texas. Oh my gosh, the quality, sis. The tortoise color. I love this brown. It's giving a little bit like purple on the camera, but it's a bit like brown. Oh, brown toe. Beautiful. Okay, so now I need to go put this pair of boots back up there. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there is a dent here, that's why. I'm sick of keeping those boxes. Why not throw them away so I can maybe have more space? I thought I'll be using them to... Let me see, I don't think you see what I'm doing up there. I thought at first I'll be using those boxes to prop them up, but I feel like it creates a mess up there. So I'm tempted to trash the boxes and see how it looks without it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. There's nothing in it, right? Okay. Nothing. Trash. Using the real deal right now. Like the space already is just mind-blowing. Okay, one pair. Oh, I feel like I need more cardboard for this one. Okay, let's see what we've got first. Isn't that a nice pair? This is Shein, years ago. I love the fringes on the back. It's in the comments if you like to just chill with me like this when I'm just cleaning up, talking to you. Eventually I can start doing live. What do you think? You can ask me your questions about fashion, about life, and we can just chit chat. Okay, sis, this is what's looking like. Cleaned out everything with your help. I had your moral support. So this is what it's looking like after I threw away the card boxes. Yeah, I can actually see the shoes better. And I'm still looking. Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. I've been looking for this one, remember? Okay. Somehow I have to go back and oh my gosh, after I pushed everything, there you go. That's real life here, sis. Okay, I have to take care of that. And this is the rack. So as you can see, if you've never seen my closet system, this is something I think I wanted to list on Poshmark. It's a micro course, oversized blazer. I think it's a men's blazer, brand new with tag on, like $100 and something. I'll see, I'll post it eventually. Some shoes here. This is a Walmart haul I have yet to film. Okay, sis, it looks decent now. I'm just going to rearrange each look, everything together, so I'm staying organized whenever I do the filming portion. The talking part tonight for you to see it on Sunday. And this is what my whole rack is looking like. I'm going to have to come with a different kind of system because this is becoming a lot. I need a better storage system for my necklaces like that. And if you look at my hat rack, this is what it's looking like. And this is a table I have over here, which I put a lot of my jewelry. You'll see a lot of like Zara jewelry. I haven't even filmed any of that. This is my snack, dried mangoes, dried and sugared. I love them. I get them from Aldi. So if you go shop at Aldi, you could get that. I think it's a better alternative than a piece of candy, but maybe this is me just trying to convince myself. And this is I actually purchased at the Salvation Army. Oh my gosh, it is Salvation Army or Habitat for Humanity. This is such a weird piece of jewelry. It changes shapes. It's like a whole bunch of necklaces. Oh my gosh, let me try this on so I can show you. Do you see how original they are? You can even change shape. They still look good. You can open them. I don't know what the material is, like a foldable, malleable material. Oh, I love things like that, so different. So I think I got it for what, $2 a whole pack? You bet. So I draw joy from stuff like that. Simple, affordable pieces that you do not see anywhere else. Hope you definitely enjoy spending time with me. And oh yeah, my house shoes. Yeah, this is what I look like when I'm home. So I really hope you have enjoyed spending time with me. Let me know in the comments if you like me talking and showing you the behind the scenes, of my closet and of my content creation, and just sharing my thoughts with you. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, and see you soon. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel, and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.